How do you define adventure? Is it something you've never done before? Going somewhere you've never been? How about hunting an animal? Animal's a predator. Going into a forest, no cell phones, no radio, no contact, knowing that once you're dropped off, you're about 9 or 10 hours in the wild all alone. To me, that's adventure. The Hunt Series team headed to the Northern Wilderness Outfitters in White River, Ontario. We headed up through northern Michigan, across the Mackinac Bridge, and about 4 hours north of Sault Ste. Marie. What a beautiful drive. Water, mountains, trees, seemingly untouched. It was amazing. After arriving at camp and unpacking our gear, we headed out to pick our spots and put out some bait. The logging road was only used by hunters and, of course, by the logging companies, but we ran into a few bears while baiting some spots, so we had a good feeling that these blinds would be hot. I chose my spot. It was near the end of the run, and actually it was the last spot for our group. Once I had scoped out my spot, I headed back to camp, prepare for the next day and our first night out.
Okay, so it's about 5 o'clock and opening day. I just shot a bear. It's a small one. I know it's a small bear, but man, it's a cinnamon and I know it's going to taste good. I went back and forth on whether I should shoot it or not, but I decided that, you know what, for me, it's a trophy, and I'm going to enjoy putting it on the table, and you know, it's going to make a beautiful rug or a mount, whatever I decide to do, maybe even a full body. It's not very often you get a chance to at a cinnamon bear. It had a nice little chevron on its chest, and I think it's down not too far away. I heard the death moan, and I'm gonna go track it and see if I can find it and tag it, and we'll go from there. Okay, here goes. Let's go see this bear. Hey folks, Kevin Conlan from Hunt Series. Just back from our Canadian bear hunt 2015, and it was a wonderful time. I was able to harvest this cinnamon bear. The system that we had put together with the Darton Rebel 135 was fantastic, along with the Black Eagle Executioner and the T3 from G5. Just did an amazing job. The bear went about 10 yards, clean kill, didn't suffer. Also the knockout, lighted knock, and used the pink arrow this year in order to give a shout out to the survivors of breast cancer. We really have some of that in my family, and we like to keep awareness of that situation and keep people thinking about it. So, had a great hunt. All the guys had a good time.
We all headed to our stands about 2 p.m. and really didn't have a whole lot of action other than squirrels and chipmunks. It was hot. It was well over 80 degrees. No bear sightings for me that day, but what an awesome day in those woods in Canada. It's nothing like I had ever seen. It was quiet, still, no neighbors driving by. I mean, after 2 or 3 hours, you know, when I first sat down, I felt kind of intimidated, but after a couple hours I felt quite comfortable and I felt at home.
Okay, day 2. Didn't see anything last night, but the bait got hit again hard today, so I just filled it up and hope we get one down tonight.
Got out to the stand and really didn't have any action until about 8 p.m. and all of a sudden I caught a glimpse of something black out of the corner of my eye. I realized it was a bear. Seeing a bear for the first time in the stand, I thought this bear was a monster. It did a 360 around my stand and they came into the bait. So I grabbed my bow, stood up, but unfortunately the stand that I was in was cut for a rifle, had a big rail, and once I stood up, you know, when I started practicing, I knew that there was only about a 2 to 3 foot gap, so my window to make a good shot on this bear is pretty small. So I had this bear on film for about 20-30 minutes, and of course when I got back to camp, we all took a good look at the video, and from the reactions I could tell this was a great bear, and knew this was the one I wanted to take home with me. I also spoke with the guys about the shooting lane. and I didn't have much room for a good angle on the bait, so Kevin Conlan from Hunt Series had already taken a bear the first night, suggested that I use the Darton Rebel. That way I could sit, be under the tree limbs, open up my shooting lanes, and for that stand I thought that was a great idea. So day 3 we got up early, took a couple shots at that Darton Rebel, and it was dead on. I mean, what an awesome bow. I felt confident I could get it done. I haven't shot a lot of crossbows, but this bow made me feel very confident. So day 4 came, the last day at camp. Almost everyone had tagged out that we were with. As the hours slowly went by, my thoughts were racing. Did I make the right decision? So many experiences, seeing the bear the night before, the drive, being out in this vast wilderness, seeing the northern lights for the first time. This was already a successful hunt, whether or not I released that arrow. I got down about 8:30. The sun's going down, knowing there's maybe 40-45 minutes left of light. I started reflecting on everything and started praying for something to just come out. Just when I was about to give up, just thinking about packing up that gear. And you know, I felt a little defeated. I see a big black head come out of the woods. I was so excited, my adrenaline was going crazy. I couldn't compose myself. I could barely pick up the camera. My hands were shaking, my legs were shaking. You know, this is why I hunt. And it's hard to explain to anybody that's never had that feeling. The rush after shooting a huge animal is just, I mean, something that can't be explained unless you've experienced it yourself. I really couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way this is happening. The sun had gone down. I was deep into the trees. So my shooting light was getting really short. I knew I only about 10 minutes to make the shot. Turned on my cameras and I grabbed my Darton Rebel. Bear had almost sat perfect for a shot. I flipped the safety off, took a deep breath, pulled the trigger.
Seen in my life. Oh, I think I heard the death moan. It wasn't that loud. There's no thrashing around. He only went about 15 yards. Oh my God. I was just sitting here saying, did I make the wrong decision? Should I have picked another? Wow, I can't even talk. Should I have picked gone and asked the guy to give me another spot, you know? Just take something to get, take home with me. And I'm just deflated. I bet I have spent 30 hours out in these woods in the last 4 days. And that monster just, all of a sudden I saw his head. That is the biggest bear I've ever seen in my entire life. I didn't even believe it. I was seeing things. But I tell you one thing, it's 9 o'clock. The boys should be up here about 9:30. And I ain't getting down till that happens. Whew. Hunt series. I'm telling you. Darton Rebel, baby. You can't see it. Darton Rebel. Oh my God. God, it paid off. Wow, what a good shoot bow. Alright, soon we'll get a recovery on this bad boy. I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do. I'm still shaking.
guys. Well, this is day number 4. Everyone else on the team's tagged out. I talked to the guide this morning, and I'm like, what do you think? Because on Sunday, I saw a big old 300-some pound monster in here, and I'm like, should we go on a new spot? Because I didn't see him last time. And he's like, no, you know what? Why don't you could be pretty upset if you don't go there tonight. And he was right, and it didn't happen. I was running out of shooting light. It's cloudy out. There's no sun. It was about 8:55 when I shot him, and it probably didn't get much on the camera, but it was. All I saw was a big head coming through the weeds, and then he started eating some peanut butter. Now let's go see if we got him.
Oh, you got blood right there in that tree. He went right?
Yeah.
There he is. Go slow, man.
Oh, that's a nice bear. That's a nice bear.
Poked it. It's a big bear. Look at the white patch too on the crest.
He does?
Yeah. Lift that arm up. Lift that arm up, dude. Look at that. Look at that nice little patch there.
Look how big he is.
Here we go. My first black bear. He's a monster. And it was just about for me out of shooting light. And I saw his big old head coming, walking straight towards me. I'm like, no way. Paid off, boys. Paid off.
Dude, that's incredible, man. All right, tag him, and then we'll get some pictures real quick right here, because this is a sweet backdrop, dude.
Holy cow.
Dude, this is on. This is the best hunting trip ever created. Seriously, dude. This is the best hunting trip ever, dude.
I'm probably more emotional right now than I was for my own day.
So August, I'm taking it. Right. I'm Jamie Noteboom, and you're watching Hunt Series brought to you by BowHunterPlanet.
What a beautiful animal. This, my adventure had come to an end. I didn't think I don't think I could have scripted it any better. Made a huge gamble. There was about 15 minutes left in the season, 10-15 minutes left. And that gamble paid off huge. And when you talk about adventure, I mean, this trip to Northern Wilderness Outfitters, my first black bear hunt, completely defines adventure. I learned so much, became part of a new wilderness that at first was intimidating, and this is what hunting's all about. Awesome experience. I wouldn't change anything that I did. Just beautiful.
Me too. That's about mine. That's about no words there.
Hey, somebody change your 9 to an 8 again.